No riding this weekend. The weather is terrible. I should have just hauled the bike out to Moab for the Dusty Lizard camp out. Maybe another time, if they have it nearby, we'll do that. But on the plus side, we got a bunch of goodies that just arrived to throw on the T7. I have these awesome OD grips that came in. Something you don't see too often. Check that out. Made in USA. We have the AltRider Rear Rack I'm going to put on. And I think this is a USA product as well. Does not say. Nope, made in China. As well as the Rhino Walk bags. I don't have enough money to be cool like everybody else and get a Moscow Moto bag just yet. What is this? This is clear 3M for the back of the bike just to better protect it from this bag. We'll start putting some of this stuff on. I did a little bit of a head start getting the new grips on, as well as these came in. These are 3/4 inch risers. That might help my positioning on those new handlebars. With the OD grips, I think I'm saying that right, ODI, I did have to cut the ends off because I do have the Zeta handguards that have to be screwed in, and that wasn't difficult at all. That was super easy, and these are awesome just from taking them out of the box. Really grippy, nice and soft. And if you're wondering about the throttle cable setup, to know which adapter you need, just take your old, where am I at? There's the camera. Take your old throttle tube. This is the wrong one that was fitted on here, and they have a bunch of fittings. This is the one. So see, that's the exact match for the throttle cable to throw on the new tube. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Throw that on the bike, do the spacers, and then we'll get to the AltRider Rear Rack. So let's see, how do you get these off? Oh, that was easy enough. Pop this on. Let's go throw this on the bike. Two screws in, and let's see how those handlebar risers fit on the bike. They're 3/4 inch. It looks good with the sweep. Nothing is tensing up. Throttle cable, brake line, clutch lever. Eventually I want to go with the Rally Raid setup for the risers, but that's down the road. That's kind of an expensive setup. I'm gonna get all this adjusted up and we'll get started on the AltRider Rear Rack. It's getting a bit chilly in the shack. I'm gonna save the adjustments for another day. Let's move on to the rear rack luggage rack from AltRider. A bit on the pricey side. It's just over $200. It was just hard finding anything that looked right. I want to go for a specific look on the bike. I don't want to just get any kind of rack. Actually looking into the Camel ADV, the only downside to that, you actually have to drill into the rear of the bike. You have to drill 2 holes right here to mount that, and then hook it to the front here, so these wouldn't work with it. And I don't really like the look of these side ones that run all the way to the back. So we'll see how this looks. If I don't like it, it's Amazon, so it's gonna be easy return. Oh yeah, I like that finish. And the edges are not sharp at all. They have a bunch of off-brand stuff they sell, AliExpress and everything, but from reading the reviews, it's really cheap, thin metal, and these edges are sharp. Weight-wise, this comes in at almost 5 pounds, so maybe not the lightest option out there. And here's the bottom. I'm gonna hop online and see if I can find the instructions for this. Let's take a peek at the instructions. So the instructions are just another video on YouTube on how to install this. If you look underneath, I already have a Tusk tail tidy, so it looks a little bit different, but this should still work. We can put the brackets on the same bolts where the Tusk tail tidy's at. Let's try that. Okay, so pretty simple. We're gonna take either side, left or right bracket, put these little carriage bolts through. You'll know you'll have the right bolts because they have this little square deal. Goes right through there. Just pop those in. I'm taking the bolts that were on the Tusk tail tidy. A tiny bit of blue Loctite. Let's see how this goes on. Same thing on this side. Now it's time for the brace underneath. There's only one way this can go on. It's going to go on like so. This might be a little bit fun trying to get these through. Time for the actual rack. I was lining up. It's a little off. There we go. Use a little trick they showed online. A little piece of tape on the ratchet. This is the 13 mil. I'm gonna go light on each one and then tighten down on at the very end. These are not the easiest to get to. I was gonna have to use the Allen to help me tighten it down. Easy peasy, not a very difficult install. The AltRider luggage rack. It's a fairly clean look on the bike. Has plenty of mounting points as well as pre-drilled for a Rotopax mount. Just a few more things to tweak on the handlebars and we should be able to get out for a test ride in the next couple days. The weather's going to get a little bit nicer. I hope you guys enjoyed the short video of me kind of messing around on the T7. I'll catch you guys in the next one.